Hello students, welcome back to Excel Academy's YouTube channel, and here I am coming to you again with the current affairs updates. Now before we proceed ahead, let me just tell you that our CS EET free video classes are available and it is uploaded on our website. You can click on the link in the description and start preparing yourself for the upcoming CS EET exams. We have already uploaded videos on business communication, legal aptitude and reasoning, economics and business environment, and current affairs. Our app is also available in the Google Play Store. You can download it and start preparing yourself for the upcoming exams. Right, let's start with the first news bit for the day. Taxes on liquor fuel help states fill coffers. Now we all know that it's been almost 2 months now, and the businesses are under lockdown, and as a result of which the government is not receiving any tax amount. We have also read that the central government has even deferred the publishing of the amount of money received in the month of April in the form of GST. So now there is lockdown which is getting relaxed in few places, and as a result of which the sales of liquor has already started and the fuel consumption is slowly picking up. So making the best use of this situation, the state governments, 13 state governments have already increased the taxes on liquor and fuel. It was proposed in the previous budget itself, and now it is coming to force. So this is the news with respect to the tax collection, because this is the need of the hour. There is no other choice left with the government, because a lot of things have been given free to the people, and for the further operations money is a must, and taxes has to be increased. And liquor and fuel are the commodities which are not considered under GST, and they are taxed on the higher side, and we can see the effect of that. Right, let's go ahead. Let's get introduced to two people who are in powerful positions. We have one part in CS EET current affairs, that is the cabinet ministers. So under cabinet ministers there are two people regarding whom we will discuss today. The first person is Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Harshvardhan. Dr. Harshvardhan is a cabinet minister. He is a doctor by qualification and profession, and he is in politics for the last almost 30 years now. 1993 is the first time he contested the election, says Wikipedia. He is the man who was behind the pilot project of polio way back in 1995, and once that pilot project was successful, it was taken up in the entire country, and very recently WHO declared that India is free from polio. So the success of the pilot project should go to Dr. Harshvardhan. So he is the health minister and family welfare minister at present in the central government. Then we have MSME support should be given, says Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Gadkari is the road transport and highway minister in the cabinet ministry. Very important position, because now the central government is taking up a lot of initiatives to improve the infrastructure in the country. We are also building almost 100 smart cities, and for all that roadways make a very important part, and they play a very important role. So Mr. Nitin Gadkari heads this. He was also the BJP president for one term. He comes from Nagpur, Maharashtra, and Dr. Harshvardhan comes from New Delhi, and he contests elections from Chandni Chowk. So two important ministries and two important people regarding whom we should know. Right, let's go ahead. S. Venkataraman named Flipkart Commerce CEO. Important name to be remembered. His name is Sriram Venkataraman. So he'll be the chief finance officer for both Flipkart and Myntra, and he'll be taking care of tax, risk management, and treasury. So important portfolio, and this name is to be remembered. Flipkart is Indian e-commerce company which was taken over by Walmart. Remember, important Indian e-commerce company which was started by two friends, Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. It was taken over by Walmart, and Walmart is the biggest retailer in the whole of the world. And now there is a new recruitment that has happened, and it is the CFO, and his name is S. Venkataraman. Right, Bajaj Consumer Care launches hand sanitizers. Now this is again an important and interesting news. See, this company Bajaj is a well diversified company, like how we have Tatas and Reliance. Even Bajaj is a diversified company. There is Tata automobiles, which all of us know, Tata bikes, and Bajaj automobiles. We have Bajaj scooters and Bajaj bikes. Then we have Bajaj insurance, Bajaj home appliances. Then we also they have also entered the consumer care now. So this we also have Bajaj Finance and all that. So it's a well diversified company. Now the news is they are entering the consumer care. So this is a good news. When big companies enter new segments, it majorly leads to job creation and other important things. Right, Wipro to convert its Pune campus into 450 bed COVID-19 hospital. Now this is another need of the hour today. Now the number of cases might again increase. We never know how it is going to go, how we are going to go ahead. Will there be a second wave? There are a lot of things that are being discussed. So governments are all preparing to be ready to face whatever challenges the COVID faces. And Maharashtra is one of the very badly infected states in the world. So Wipro has come forward. They have signed a memorandum of agreement with the memorandum of understanding with the Maharashtra government, and they have decided to convert one of their campuses into a 450 bed COVID-19 hospital. Remember this can be a question for all of us. Right, now this is very interesting. Demand low, banks spark record 8.4 lakh crore with RBI. Now what is this all about? See, this is a very important thing for us to know. See, we have RBI, right, and we have all the commercial banks. So banks take loans from RBI. This is known to us. That's why we call RBI as the banker's banker, right? So RBI provides loan to the banks in a rate called the repo rate. Sometimes what happens is banks will have a lot of money with them, which is not given or taken in the form of loans by the people or by the businesses. So what do they do with that extra money? That money is not theirs. That would have been deposited by people for whom banks should pay the rate of interest. So what banks do is they go and park it with RBI. For that, RBI pays a rate of interest and it is called the reverse repo rate. This is very important. So what has happened now? There is lockdown and there are not many people who are taking loans, and banks are left with a lot of money for which they have to pay interest. So to minimize their cost on these things, they are preferring to park this money with RBI, and the result is they have already parked 8.14 lakh crore rupees in one day. That happened yesterday. So this is a big news. That also shows that the economic activity is on the slower side. So it's not a great news, but for us, concept per se, we get to understand a concept. Right. Now there is another news which comes from another financial advisor. His name is Dhaval Kapadia, and he says that remain invested in equities via SIP. Now what is this? See, if you in the first video that we did on the current affairs, we discussed about mutual funds. The mutual funds mainly are of two types. Now mutual funds can be broadly classified into debt mutual funds and the equity mutual funds, right? So what are debt mutual funds? Where all the investment that we make goes on the debt products like the government bonds and treasury bills and all those things. So what happens to all those equity investments that we make? It goes to the stock market, right? So in stock market, there are two important movements that happen. So what are they? One is the stock market goes up, right? And other is the stock market will fall. So what is happening now is stock market is going down every day. That's what is the news. Day before yesterday, we saw stock market fell by 2000 points. Yesterday, the stock market fell by almost 300 points. So what happens in an SIP? SIP is expansion of SIP is systematic investment plan, where a fixed amount is paid towards an equity linked mutual fund every month. Say on 5th of every month, somebody is paying 5,000 rupees towards mutual fund investments. So what's happening now is the stock market is going down. So when the stock market is going down, but you keep paying this 5,000 rupees every month, and this continues, as a result of which you will buy more units of the mutual fund. So it's a good investment to make, because we don't have lump sum money, but we are able to make the monthly payment and we keep doing it, and stock market is anyway low, so we earn a lot of points. Once these things settle down, once businesses are normal and economic activities increases, what happens to all the values of these units? It will go up. So when it starts going up, the investment that we have made starts giving us great returns. So if you have money, if you have set a long-term plan for your mutual funds, do not stop your SIPs, continue to pay your SIPs is what the financial advisor is advising. So this is about the finance news that we have in the newspaper today. I hope this series was of some, this video was of some help to you. If you still have any doubts or if you want any clarification, you can leave it in the comment section. We shall get back to you with the right answers. Thank you.